Have you ever wondered why some investors keep losing money even when the stock market seems to be doing great? The truth is, most investors don't fail because of bad investments, they fail because of bad habits. In this video, we're going to break down the 3 most common investing mistakes that people make, explain why they happen, and more importantly, show you how to avoid them. If you stay until the end, I'll also share a few bonus tips that can help you build a strong investment mindset, the kind that separates successful investors from everyone else. Let's get started. The first and probably the most common mistake is trying to time the market. Now, it's very tempting to think you can predict when the market will go up or down. Everyone wants to buy low and sell high, it sounds so logical. But here's the truth. Not even professional fund managers with advanced algorithms and decades of experience can consistently time the market. Many people spend hours watching news, charts, and trends, waiting for the perfect moment to buy or sell. But that perfect moment almost never comes, and when it does, most people realize it only after it's too late. Imagine this. You invest $10,000 in the S&P 500 20 years ago and simply leave it there. You would have earned a solid return over time. But if you missed just the 10 best days, literally 10 days out of 20 years, your returns would be cut nearly in half. That's how powerful time in the market is compared to timing the market. The best investors understand that the market is unpredictable in the short term but highly reliable in the long term. Instead of trying to predict short-term moves, focus on staying invested consistently. A great strategy for this is dollar-cost averaging, investing a fixed amount regularly, whether the market is up or down. This reduces emotional stress and helps you buy more shares when prices are low and fewer when they're high. Over time, it averages out beautifully. Here's another perspective. Timing the market is like trying to guess when the next wave will hit the shore. You might get lucky once or twice, but eventually, you'll get hit by one you didn't see coming. Instead, build a strategy that allows you to ride the waves without fear. Stay focused on your long-term goals, retirement, education, financial independence, not short-term market swings. The second big mistake is not diversifying your investments. You've probably heard the old saying, "Don't put all your eggs in one basket." In investing, that couldn't be truer. Many beginners fall in love with a single stock, crypto coin, or trendy sector, and they put most of their money there. It feels exciting when prices go up, but painful when they crash. A lack of diversification means your entire financial future depends on the success or failure of one company or idea. Let's say someone invested all their money in tech stocks before the dot-com crash in 2000. They might have lost half or more of their portfolio value in just a few months. The same happened with cryptocurrencies in 2022. Many investors had no balance in their portfolios and lost a huge amount of money when the market corrected. Diversification spreads your risk across different assets, stocks, bonds, ETFs, index funds, and even real estate or cash equivalents. It doesn't mean you'll never lose money, but it means you won't lose everything at once. The goal is to make your portfolio strong enough to survive different market conditions. A smart way to diversify is by investing in index funds or ETFs that track the overall market. With one investment, you can own hundreds or even thousands of companies across multiple industries and countries. That's one of the easiest ways for beginners to reduce risk and still capture the market's long-term growth. It's also important to diversify by time and purpose. For example, if you know you'll need some money in 3 years, don't invest that in high-risk stocks. Keep it in safer assets. But for long-term goals, like retirement, you can afford to take on more risk for higher potential returns. Now, let's move to mistake number 3, letting emotions control your decisions. This one is huge. The stock market is not only about numbers, it's also about psychology. When the market crashes, fear takes over, investors panic, sell at the worst possible moment, and lock in their losses. Then when prices rise again, greed kicks in, people rush back in, often buying near the top. This cycle repeats over and over, and it's why many investors underperform the market they invest in. Let's use a real example. During the 2008 financial crisis, the S&P 500 dropped nearly 50%. Many investors sold everything out of fear, thinking the market would never recover. But those who stayed invested saw the market fully recover and reach new highs within a few years. The emotional investors turned temporary losses into permanent ones because of panic. The best investors, like Warren Buffett, often say that successful investing is 80% psychology and 20% strategy. You can have the perfect portfolio, but if you panic during volatility, you'll never see the results you hoped for. The key is to separate your emotions from your decisions. Stick to your plan no matter what's happening in the market. Here's a simple rule. When you feel emotional about the market, don't act, observe. The market rewards patience, not panic. And remember, no one gets rich overnight. Investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Now, as promised, let's talk about a bonus mistake that many investors overlook: ignoring fees and taxes. Fees and taxes may seem small at first, but over time they can eat up a massive portion of your returns. For example, imagine you invest $100,000 and earn an average return of 7% per year. If you're paying 2% in fees, your real return drops to 5%. That might not sound like much, but after 30 years, that difference means you'd have around $400,000 less. Just by lowering fees. Always check the expense ratios of your funds. Index funds and ETFs often have very low fees, sometimes less than 0.1%, while actively managed funds can charge 1% or more. That difference compounds over time. Taxes also matter. If you're constantly buying and selling investments, you might trigger short-term capital gains, which are taxed at higher rates. Long-term investors not only earn more consistent returns but also benefit from lower tax rates. Depending on your country, using tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs or retirement funds can make a big difference over time. Now that we've covered these mistakes, let's recap. Don't try to time the market, focus on staying invested. Don't put all your money in one investment, diversify wisely. Don't let emotions drive your actions, follow your strategy. And finally, always pay attention to the small details, fees and taxes, because they can make or break your long-term success. Before we close, I want you to think about this. Investing isn't about finding the next big thing. It's about consistency, discipline, and patience. The most successful investors aren't the ones who make the biggest gains in a single year. They're the ones who avoid major losses, stay the course, and let compounding do the work. So take a moment to review your investments. Ask yourself, am I trying to time the market? Am I diversified? Am I letting emotions affect my decisions? The sooner you correct these mistakes, the faster your money can start working for you. If this video helped you understand your investing behavior better, then do me a favor, hit the like button so more people can find this video. Subscribe to Smart Money 101 for weekly tips on building wealth and managing your money wisely. And turn on notifications so you never miss an update. And if you're ready to take your investing knowledge to the next level, don't go yet. Watch our next video about index funds versus individual stocks. Which is better for beginners? You'll learn exactly how to start building a balanced, profitable portfolio with confidence. Thanks for watching, and remember, Your financial freedom starts with smart decisions today.